Well, it's just another day. About 2 days later from the last video. Stripped the fenders off. They're already unbolted for the most part anyways. Ripped the front end apart. I'm going to get all that out of the way. Just to help with the bushings and doing my rockers and all that stuff. Give me more room. It all came apart pretty easy because I've had it apart before when I converted it. Nothing too rusted or anything. Yeah, there we go. The grease wasn't even dirty from when I put it together a few years ago. You can tell it was just scuffed and shooted. It was gray originally, and you see the blue. I'm guessing it was probably the mid-90s they did that. Well, I'm gonna undo some of the body bolts. Already WD-40'd everything to help with that. Get these body bushings done, and that'll be fun. To use my floor jack or something. It's been a while since I've done it. Anyways, I'll update again. The rockers. Most of that's from my buddy hammering at it. There was some pinholes when I first got this thing. It really looked like it had no rust, but then in the course of the year sitting, it started bubbling like all that. So that's all rusty. That inner wheel lip probably has rust on it. So I don't know if just patching it is going to work. Plus I'm not that versed in body work. So cutting it out and then making that bevel, I'm not too sure about. Might as well probably just replace the quarters since I have them. Get up in there, the inner quarters, and get it all treated and cleaned up. And overall the Scout was in pretty good shape. There's no rust in the floor there where most of them rust. Can't really see in there. There's a little hole in the drivers, but that body mount is shot. Hope you don't get too dizzy. Turn on my light here. You can see the cancer. I mean, I've seen 100 times worse. My old rock crawler Scout, I did some work to years ago. See, it's still kind of intact. So I kind of know how it comes apart because I did a hack job on my rock crawler. Because it had Flintstone floors, or ankle vents, foot vents. Had a 2x4 wedged in there to hold the body up. Anyways, that's where we are. I'm gonna put a few hours in. Talk to you later. Well, here we are again. There's poorly designed shock mount. I mean, overall the concept's not bad, and it's better than those post shocks in my opinion, but this big bolt here won't come out because it hits the header. If you can see that. So that's kind of lame, but that's coming off anyways because I have the IH Parts spring over kit. I scored on the interwebs for next to nothing, and I already had these, so I got an extra set. You know, so there somewhere on the frame. Got some Bilstein shocks. Bilstein. Anyways, just thought you'd show you that. One of those funny things people customize. I guess I'll just be cutting it off. Looks like it's just welded here. I don't know. Steering box is obviously leaking. That's a Scout thing. Looks like it's from the box too. More money. Anyways, check back later. Well, I'm back under this thing. Scout guys will understand the struggle. There is no room to get these U-bolts for the drive shaft. You gotta have a bent half-inch that's severely bent, or it's got like a little 90 on it, because you just cannot reach in there. You have to get a little bit at a time, and I still can't, not by one hand. And you can't get to it from the back side. It's really fun when you got a CV style drive shaft. Oh, actually, it might be in the front. I don't remember. But, I've had this problem with this thing too since I got it. When I first bought it, there was a puddle of oil. There's a little bit on the ground there. And I did the rear main, and it runs for a little while, and then always leaves a spot. I know it's a Scout thing. They all leak oil. But you can see it's transfer coming back on the tranny. Anyways, here's a good shot of that mount. Too close. Or the wedge, I guess. That's my buddy poking at it too, so it's roached. The inner rocker actually doesn't look too terribly bad. I don't know what's going on that. It's got a hole there, and then on the outside. I mean, a good body guy could probably just patch those, I don't know. The rest of it looks pretty solid. We'll have to get to the other side. I'm gonna struggle with this drive shaft. We just used to have a bent half-inch just for that, but it's been years. Anyways, we'll update in a bit.